Alright, there we go. A little later than I wanted to be, but I had to update the Twitch app on the old tablet here. And that was being annoying. Okay, let me get my settings all correct. So I wanted to start on the loading screen here. Or, not loading screen, but file select screen. Because if you look, you can see, it tells you we only have one file, because that's all I'm dealing with right now. But it tells you the level you're at, time you played, amount of money, but more importantly, the amount of map progress you have. And that's a little loud on the old TV here. So we're at just under 80%. We're going to be going through pretty much everything else on the map to get to, if not 100%, close to. And we'll see where that takes us. And believe it or not, 100% is not the end of the game, for those of you not familiar with this particular Castlevania. Alright. Back we are at the entrance. We got our bat. And I'm going to check the familiars here. Oh yeah, bat's level 1. We're going to keep him on for a little while at least. Okay, so we're at the entrance. And as I promised in my my social media posts, we are going to be going down. We're going to go down to the foundations of the castle today. However, before we get there, I want to go back to the entrance, because I get that little dark square over there that's just bugging the heck out of me. So let's at least finish that part of it. And, you know, get the bat experience. What is my weapon? Oh, the shield rod. That's right. I was doing the old shield stuff before. But that's pretty good for right now, so we'll keep it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the wolf dash. And that's going to go something like this. Not bad, huh? There we go. And as you can see, because he is not vulnerable to cut by using a rod or a club, it was easier to take care of him. Alright, so now we're going to fill in that last little bit. This is me trying to be fancy. Still no. There we are. Now it's filled in. That's what I was going for. Yeah, being perfectionist. Alright, back down. Now we're going to do something else. Now this is something that I knew about, but had forgotten. And that's called the Wolf Bat Secret. What is that, you may ask? Well, that's... If you see when we come out of this area, there's that big rocky portion that I had broken the two ends off of. Are you not going to kill your fellow bats? Thank you. and that would be this. So, we're going to change it to the wolf. I'm going to dash through there. I'm going to change it to the bat. I'm going to fly through there. Now, if that did it correctly, there is now an open door over here, which gives us the life apple and the jeweled sword, or the jewel sword, not jeweled, not emblazoned with, but what the jewel sword does, transforms enemies into jewels. So this is something that you would use if you're trying to build up your money stockpile in order to get the stuff from the librarian that you want. It's not a bad attack. I mean, right now, 45. That's pretty decent. So, it's just another secret that we want to find. I'm gonna rearrange this stuff. Okay, so now we're down here. We're gonna go back underneath, go up the waterfall, and then back down. Again, I could go back to the teleporter and get stuff, going that way. But like I said, I'm trying to get the bad experience. Well, that's fine. Oh well. So back into the catacombs. Or yeah. Where? Catacombs are where we're going. This is the underground cavern. Oh, what do we got there? Ice mail. Do we already have ice mail? I can't remember. Yes, because now we have 2. And no, I can't sell it. Alright. Fly up here. And there is that little bit over there. That's that little indentation. Which, see, I can't get there this way, because as soon as I hit the water, I change out of that. So it's... getting that complete is really annoying. So what we gotta do is come over here. And do that. And then... And you can't transform into lemon, because that's, while we no longer take damage from the water, having the snorkel, you're not allowed to transform into water. So, let's go over here, see if I can manage it this way. There, filled in the map. The completionist in me is happy. Here, and we're gonna go down to the bowels of the castle. Oh, that's another thing. If you notice, when I hit these guys with shield rod, or any club really, they don't bleed, because I'm not cutting them. So, Dark Metamorphosis is going to work. Geronimo. Alright, I think I'm going to switch back to the sword. So we got Damascus is 47. Jewel's 45, so that's not too bad. Rapier. Yeah, I think we'll go with the, Actually, you know what? Why don't we do the jewel sword? See what we can do. Cool effect, isn't it? I don't know if that's better or worse than this language. Alright. And as you know, we always must save whenever there's a save point. I maxed out this. Yes. Okay. Alright, even where this was. And through. Okay, so we've already got the stuff over there, so basically we're going straight down now. There we go. Well, that was annoying. Alright. Let's try not doing that again. Okay. I know there's another one down here. Nope. Oh, there isn't. Never mind. Oh, she's down here. Okay. Yeah, this is the area where we weren't before. Note how the jewel sword is not really doing anything right now. Also, can I just point out, look at these backgrounds again. I mean, look at that. You have all the doors, the stairs, everything makes it look 3D, even though it's a completely 2D game. Just gives you that depth and scale of the castle. Alright, we're at the bottom. And we can go left or right. Let's try left. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we have a karma coin and a combat knife. So, these are both new items. Alright, so combat knife. Think Rambo. You know, note how it is very, very powerful. I mean, it's the most powerful weapon we have right now. But it's a knife, so you gotta get in real close. Whereas with the sword, you can be back a little bit. And then you have the karma coin. So this is one of those items where you use it, and you have I want to say it's a 50-50 shot. I don't remember the exact programming. But, you know, one of two things will happen. I don't remember exactly what those are. I have, as I've said before, specifically gone through and not done research. Although, right now, I'm uh, I did look into what's it, Tearfing, which is the cursed sword. There it is, Tearfing. Now this does come from Norse mythology, but in this game, basically it's you see how it's 0 on the attack. Well, if my strength were higher, right? Essentially, what this does is the curse is it's a minus 30, and the minus 30, if you have a high enough strength, you can overcome that. So, like, oh, you would do 5 or whatever. But this is the only sword that has a double. Well, it's a cut, but then secondary is like ice or fire or whatever, or vice versa. This one is dark and cut at the same time. So it's more powerful that way, but depends on what you're doing. So we shall probably not be using that right now, simply because I don't see a point to it. But you never know. And of course, the dog has showed up. What do you want, Axel? Axel wants ice, as Axel typically does. And Midnight's just over there like a lump on the couch. Alright, go crunch your ice somewhere else. Alright, so back to where we were. So now we went left. It's time to go right. And there's a door. Now you're in the catacombs. And you see here, over there on the left or the right, we are actually at the bottom, the very bottom of the castle. So again, we could go left or right. We'll go left. Well, look at that. Save point. What do you know? No, I didn't know that. Alright? Happy accident. Pardon me while I take a drink. But, like with the library, we can go through this save point. The Bloodstone. What does the Bloodstone do, you ask? Improves blood healing ability. So whenever we're using Dark Metamorphosis, we'll gain more hit points. I think we were getting 6 each time before. And the Cat Eye Circlet. Nope, that's up here. Cat Eye Circlet. Okay, so this would reduce our defense by 2, but increase our intelligence by 4. And you see it's got big HP restore by cat damage. What's cat damage? Well, believe it or not, there are cats in this game. Depending on where we are, there are different kinds. So if it's I don't think they're down here, but there's one type of witch. Now, we already saw the floating witches that shot fireballs at us, but there's another type of witch that rides a broomstick, and they will throw cats at you. So you would actually get a restore from the cat hitting you. And I just want to make sure, yeah, nothing else over there. And again, I'm going to wax poetic about the backgrounds. I mean, look at this. I mean, you have the skeleton in here, all the slime oozing down, the crumbling stones. Just fun stuff. Well, fun for me, anyway. I enjoy stuff like that. yes, I'm saving again. Now, I find it really interesting, as probably just to denote that it's the Foundations, but they've got these wooden skeleton. Oh, those things are weird. They've got these wooden posts or pilings down in here, but it's obviously bedrock. So normally you wouldn't put pilings through bedrock, but like I said, it's probably just a matter of, oh, it's just a way to say, yes, this is the Foundation. Okay. Whoa. Aquamarine. Okay, so either that skeleton dropped it, or the jewel sword is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Alright, now weapon-wise, do I have... I don't think I have an ice sword. No. No, but I do have a holy rod. And if these are, I don't know. Not gonna bother. The gremlins, if you've got, like a... No, I'm not taking that thing. If you got, I think it's a frost sword or something, then they will, they take more damage from that, obviously, since they're fire-based. Alright, where are we at? What's over here? More... No diamond. Jeez, they really want me to take something other than the axe. And what have we here? A slime, okay. You notice that I tried to cut it and it guarded. That means that it is resistant to cut. So let's try the holy rod. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so holy rod seems to be working pretty well around here. I think we'll keep that up. I want fully whoa. I didn't even see him up there. But what I was saying is I want to fully explore everything in here before I go into the room. Okay. So I've got the one exit up here. I'm trying to remember what's over here. Ah, something I can't get to yet, I don't think. No. Okay, so I need something else before I can go in there. And because yes, there was no lights on in there. Well, if there's no lights, you can't really see what you're doing. So I need something else, which is another bat power. Essentially echolocation. Once I find the relic in question, which is obviously not over there. Okay, these monster vials I'm getting, essentially you throw them, and you get... Oh, nice. Heart max up. Life max up. So you use them, and a monster appears and fights your enemies for you, essentially. Low-level monster, hardly ever worth it, but... Yeah, it's nice, just in case. Ooh, hello. Well, that's annoying. Hellfire Mist. Looks like Adam Smasher from JSA. Look at this background. I mean, how are these skeletons standing up? Are they wired in place? That's kind of creepy, don't you think? Oh, yeah, him. A little soft. He dies pretty interesting. Another thing where, you know, if you had your ice... Whoa, boy. Okay. That's doing good. What? Okay, Bat's level 4. That's probably why he's doing so well. Well, I think we'll keep him going for a little while. Ballroom Mask. Ooh, another heart max. Nice. Kind of obvious that there's something hidden over here, don't you think? Ooh, sword. Ice Brand, that's it. That's the one I'm looking for. The Sword of Mim. Mim. I don't mean Madam Mim. What? Mimir? Possibly? I'd have to look into that. That was a special move. So now, all those fire entities... There we go. Take a little more damage. See, 2 hits instead of 3 this time. And Gremlin. 1 hits him. And again, remember what's where. Well, there's a save point. That's always helpful, you know? But you never can tell. Alright. What is this? Walk armor. Okay, what is the walk armor, you ask? Well, the walk armor... So your defense increases with the map coverage. So we were just under 80%. And have added to that since. So we're getting, we're probably like 85%, let's say. So that means, you know, the more map coverage we get, the better the better off our defense is. However, you notice how it drops our int by 5. So, I'm not so sure about that. So we'll just, keep that in our back pocket for now. But we will save, just so we say we have it. And then we'll go to the other side. Alright, so what do we have over here? Okay, this is kind of weird, because you notice how we went up and over, and we're still on the foundations here? Boss fight. And this is one of the more interesting bosses. Yeah. Yes, it is a ball of bodies. Okay, I just need to refresh my memory. Soul Steel. Get him. Get him, Bat. There we go. Not that I needed it, but it makes him take damage. I use a lot of spells on this guy. There we go. That's right. All right. So what do we have over here? Makes more sense for them to be here than a library, but that's just me. Yeah, I gotta replenish my stock of hearts, don't I? Yeah. Can I use a few throwing axes at that guy? And this is Mormigil. And Mormigil, I want to say, is a Tolkien sword. Strong versus holy. Alright, well, we don't got anything holy around here right now. Okay, so back down. Get some parts. And kind of interesting when you look at this. I mean, so we have, this This obviously was like a cathedral or something like that. But that's a lot of skulls. And, you know, bones in general, but wow. So, this is, you know, to help us get back out. Obviously, we can fly. You know, it's kind of how we got here in the first place. Nice Caduceus there, too. And back over to save. Because I'm not going to go through that fight again. As, you know, not exactly hard, it's still annoying. And we have a whiny puppy. No, Axel, I'm not giving you anything else right now. Lay down. And we never went in here, did we? Yep, that's all here is here. $1. Where are we at? Okay, so we can finish that end on the left. Now we gotta go right. But the problem with going right is we don't have our echolocation. Which means we have to go back up. Which I believe we need to go back to Ulrox and go there. However, before we do that, I am going to jump up to the library and see what we can see as far as what the librarian has to say. Alright, where's the bat at? Bat's level 5. Oh, Bat's got a couple of level 6. We'll keep it level 6. We'll go get him to level 6. There he is, level 6. Okay, so he and the fairy level 6. Let's go with the nose demon. Get him level.
And we're back. Hey, sorry to keep you all waiting. You missed me, Al? Yeah, I thought so. Come on, you and me, let's go.
At least he can attack stuff. Not very effective. Firebrand, there we go. Alright. So now we have the Ice Brand and the Firebrand. Fire Sword of Oberon. Oberon being from Midsummer Night's Dream. So now we can do both. Now if we're going up against something that's cold-based, we use the Firebrand. If we go up against something that's fire-based, we use the Ice Brand. Like we're doing down here, because these guys live by lava. Well, that was dramatic. I didn't mean to do that, but it worked out. Now I believe these are all, yeah, they're bone skeletons or they're empty. Alright, where are we at? Yeah, I think I'm just going to use a library card right now and head up. It's around here somewhere. There we are. Library card. Speaking of which, is that actually the best shield to be using? It is not. Either the Shaman Shield or the Herald Shield. Let's go with the Herald Shield.
Young Master Alucard.
How about this?
Some gem sold.
Thank you.
How about this?
Okay, now we're getting to the point where we want to be stocked up on potions, etc., etc., etc. So, we've got some of everything in here, which is good. I am going to buy another library card. I always want to replace what I have just used as far as the library card goes, because I never want to run out. That's like your get out of butt whooping free card. Alright, don't need that, don't need that, already have that. Yeah, no, these are gonna help me, really. Metal, Ring of Pale's got one. Magic Scroll. Oh, Magic Scroll 7. Why don't we buy the Magic Scrolls? What do you say?
Thank you.
Okay, so what does that tell us? Alright. So, Summon Spirit and Wing Smash. So, the Wing Smash would be for the bat. And Summon Spirit is not super useful. But, completionist, yada yada yada. Okay. Now we're going to do something that's just to get a trophy, essentially. And that will be come down and around. And I know when I get the trophies, they don't show up on the stream. It blocks them out for some reason. Which is annoying because they're kind of clever as far as the titles go. Why did I pick that up? I don't need whatever. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down. And just be annoying. Alright, so we're going to go down. And we're going to go to the left. That's not a big deal. No, not a big deal. Shaft. That is directly under the library. I gotta aim it properly. There. So basically, I bounced him off the ceiling. And the trophy that you didn't see was called the School of Hard Knocks. They're kind of close that way. Unfortunately, when I exit the game, where you're able to see the trophies you have, it stops the broadcast, so I can't show you what the But now we'll exit over here, and we'll go over to the back to the clock. Yeah. Just trying to think of the best way to do this. And we're going to switch over to the ferry real quick once we get over here. And there's a reason for that. And that's another trophy thing. Alright. Relics. Fairy card. What, you have anything clever to say? And we will sit. And we will wait. Come on. You're getting sleepy. I don't remember the exact timing of this. Here we go. Alright, so, after a while, you know, Alucard will fall asleep, and obviously she sits on his shoulder. But we just gotta wait a little bit more. Any day now. I promise something is going to happen. Like I said, I just don't remember the timing. It's not something I do a lot. You know, there's not a lot of places to actually sit. You know, have him do this and just sit there. And like I said, you have to have the fairy, and she will sit on his shoulder. And I'm sure that here we go. Hey, you actually hear him snoring. Cool. Thrilling viewing, isn't it? It's, and I have to give it to the programmers. You know, I mean, she's kicking her feet. You know, but they would throw little things like this in, and it used to be if you found it, you found it, and if not, you'd never know. You know, that there was something there. Okay, so here's the thing, because in the original PlayStation version, PlayStation 1 version, there were only the 4 familiars. There was the fairy, the bat, the ghost, and the demon. That's not what was in the Japanese version. The Japanese version had the nose demon and another fairy. So what I'm thinking is what I'm trying to do, you can only do with the other fairy. But I'm not sure. And that time she's kicking her feet, though. Making me wonder. Alright, well, I will try to do this another time. You know, for right now, we'll go back to the nose demon.
And we're back. Hey, sorry to keep you all waiting.
Well, I'm here. You know, what do you expect? Okay, so the nose demon is 4. Okay, we're getting up there. Okay, these guys are being one-shotted now, so we're obviously at a high enough level power rating where their hit points are pretty low. Alright. So, like I said, we'll go back to the clock. Up to Olorox's quarters. Which I'm pretty sure is where the echo of that is. I don't know why I thought I would shot this, but not yet. So we'll just get healed from this next one. So I'm getting 8 points from the blood. So what that means is that if I get the bloodstone on, I would get more healing from that. Where am I going? Yeah, up. Might as well get as many enemies as possible, you know, it's more experience for the demon. That was poorly timed. Why do I bother? Kind of ingrained, you know? Oh, they dropped something. I need to go get it. Get some healing from the flea man. Nope. Alright. Up we go. Oh. No, it's the other side. Duh. Never mind. It's over here. I knew it was one of those. Kind of easy to get turned around, as you can see. Alright, up to the poltergeist? Is it? Spectral sword. Okay, so this is where we couldn't get to before. Because there was... You had to be able to fly to get up there. This just looks like an opera house in here, you know? mana prism. So what a mana prism is it allows you to restore your magic. Which, you know, as you saw before when I was playing, was Grandford, I believe you had to pronounce it. It was, yeah, I was using a lot of spells. Okay, this is another one I love. See, you have these cells, and if you stand there, I'm guessing a zombie comes up and starts rattling at the bars. Just cool stuff, you know? Oh, you can't jump too high in here because you have the spikes on the ceiling. S-Stock. What is S-Stock? S-Stock is a two-handed sword. A German thrust sword. So basically what happens, whereas right now what I'm doing is I'm swinging the sword, this will point out in front of me and I'll slide forward. Not really interested in doing that right now. Okay, so now, down we go. And now we're essentially in a courtyard area. So I'm just doing all the stuff up top right now. Oh, nuts. Oh, well. Okay, so this is going to lead us over and connect to the other side by the bell towers. Iron ball. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. You have to turn into the wolf to jump over that. I don't know. Okay, you see that door? That's going to lead me to a boss fight. I don't want to do the boss fight just yet. Or maybe I do. What the heck? Let's go to it. So this will be Olarox. This is the guy whose chamber we're in. Him. And now he gets real ugly. Yeah, just him touching me. I'm really not in a defensive posture here at all. Interesting death, wouldn't you say? Okay, life max up. If you'll forgive me, I have something I gotta take care of. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. Is this, obviously this cheap viewer thing is a bot. So I'm trying to get rid of it, but I'm not entirely sure how. No. I don't want to reply or copy or whatever. I want to get rid of it. Okay, that's not it. I have no idea. Might be an issue with the tablet. I don't know. Don't want it on there, but I can't really do anything about it. Anyway, back to the game. So, obviously, we're in a big room here. But there's something up to the left. Yeah. Nope. Here we go. Same thing. I wish I could read these plaques above the cages. There it is. Echo of Bat. Da-da-da. That's what we need down in the catacombs. Alright, so obviously we can't go any further that way. And there's nothing over there. Hang on. You see how there's the area above the Coliseum that we broke into? I'm wondering. Oh, that does work with that. Okay. Alright, let me try that. Nope, okay. I just gotta check everything, you know. And there's nothing down there. No. Okay, back over here. And how's the demon doing here? The nose demon, that is. Level 5, almost level 6, okay. We're doing pretty well. So now, we can come back over here. And go down. Filling in the map as we go. Cool moon effect, though, isn't it? Am I not filling that? There we go. I'm not going on to the ground floor just yet, for a reason. Because we got more stuff over here. What will be over here? A save point, of course. there's another door over there, too. But what's back here? The sword card. I forgot to mention the sword. Okay, the sword is another familiar.
Are you worthy to wield me?
Not yet. See, with the sword, eventually he gets high enough level where he becomes an actual equipable weapon. Okay. Down we go. Okay, 3 hit them. Alright, nice. There we go. Back to the old axe. Alright, now, this beautiful fountain here. You see the moon. Watch the fountain. It's now blood. But then, if you look at the statue on top, with the moon behind it, look at that, huh? Neat, wouldn't you say? I think so. A little slow, sword, but you're low level, so let it slide just enough. And that fills everything in over there. Just moves. Heart backs up. No. Okay. This is what I was thinking. There. I knew there was another level to this. And there's the other fairy card. Protected by a skeleton. Wonder what he was doing there. Okay, now we go back down. Silly dog over here. And this will connect us back to the bell towers. We just have to get rid of that. There. And the dog wants more ice. Alright. Okay, I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go up the bell tower, over to the kit. The hell was that? To the castle keep. Because, one, that'll allow me to finish that part of the map, and two, it'll get me to the teleporter, which will take me back down to the catacombs, and we can finish that whole area over there. Things that fly. that's coming through on the stream or not, but he's standing here staring at me and whining. Shush.
Hush! Dark metamorphosis.
Alright, so.
Dark metamorphosis.
Going through here. Almost keep. Save first. Alright. Back to building up our parts. And of course I got the book. I have no idea when I lost the axe, but diamond's better than the book, really. Alright, how's everyone doing familiar-wise? Swords up to level 2 already, not bad. Alright, here we are at the keep. We'll come back to that teleport. So we're just gonna fill in all the areas up here. 'Cause yes, there's a door up here. Ta-da! There's the ghost, as promised. So that means we now have all the familiars. Okay. Gotta come up here to make sure we fill the map in. Okay, now this... Yeah, if you remember at the very beginning, there was something over here. That would be this secret staircase. Which was on, not exactly on the map before. Frankfurter, Potter's, Sirloin. All food that you can get health back with. Resist stone, resist dark, resist holy, and platinum mail. Okay, what's the platinum mail? Compared to what we got on now, which is the diamond plate. So, the platinum mail is actually not as good. So, we're going to keep the diamond. Alright, now if I go any further to the left here, that's going to trigger the boss fight. I'm not going to do that. We got plenty of other things to do before we get to that. So, through that door is the boss fight. And we will not be going there yet. Instead, we will be flying down underneath it. Thank you, sword. That was very nice of you. Power of Mist. Okay, now I can stay in Mist form. I don't have to automatically change back like I did before. That fills that in, so we just got a little bit more up here. It's gonna be really annoying, isn't it? I'm basically hovering through the entire thing. What the heck? And I'm out of magic. That's why I transform back. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. It's going to just, it'll annoy me if I keep going through all that. Okay, so down to the catacombs. And that ain't it. I want to say it was a scorpion. No, the snake. Okay. Sword is level 3. Cool. Right, into the catacombs one more time. There we are. That's what I wanted. Oh yeah, we have to deal with slimes and so on and so forth. So let's switch over to the Holy Rod and reorganize everything while we're here. 1,000 cuts here with these gremlins and everything. You take 1 point of damage from them, but it's just really friggin' annoying. Alright. Going the correct way? One way here. Stop fighting, please. Over to where we were going. Okay. So now, transform into the bat and use our echo to avoid getting skewered. Cool, huh? Oh, what do we have here? Alright, now the lights are on. Look at all those spikes in the background. Phew, this is a painful room. Cross the shuriken. And 2 more karma coins. I'm gonna have to go back and look up that bone arc, because that's interesting. I don't know what the lore of that is. So what is the point of all this? Why are we going through to these lengths to get over here? For this, the Spike Breaker Mail. And another library card. Okay, so the Spike Breaker. What is the Spike Breaker? It is literally what it says. If there are spikes and you have this armor on, you break them. Now, if you remember, there was this one hallway off of the bell tower that was full of spikes, and we couldn't get down it. Well, guess what? Now we can. And so where are we? That completes the catacombs. Pardon me while I get a drink. So, if you look at the map, really, that's that only hallway that we have left. So, I will be heading back up there via... Via what? I don't know. Let me think on that. For now, I have a silly dog that has to go outside. So, I will be back. I will leave you with the map. Alright, the dogs have been taken care of. So, we are going to head back up. And we will do that. I think we're going to do that the long way, actually. Simply because I want to get the familiars some more experience. So even though we have a library card we could use, we will not be using it. We'll be going back out this way. Which is annoying. You don't want him to get away. Nope, he's gone. Alright, back up. Thought so. Trying to angle the weapon down can be a little annoying. Alright, so I'm just gonna fly back. No, I'm not. I was gonna fly back. Now I'm gonna show you what the spike breaker does. See, before I was taking all that horrible damage? Not anymore. Slimes to deal with, so we'll go back to the ice sword, ice brand. We have gremlins to deal with. Okay, where's he at? Sword is now level 5. So I think we'll switch over to the Ghost and get him some time here. Hey, Ghosty. And yes, we need to go through here, out the door, up the shaft, etc., etc. Salem witches. I'm trying to remember which, what are the ones that throw the cats at you. We'll find out when we get there. Time to save. Experience. We'll find them. Don't worry. Okay, so now I'm going to switch from the ice brand to the fire brand. Because we got the ice agents. Whatever they're called. Cool effect, isn't it? See, the ghost is doing something. Ice cream. 116 points of damage. That's sick, is what that is. Zombies are pretty damaged by fire. Wow. Where one hits before. So sweet. Alright. See, the thing is, when you turn to the bat, it confuses the ghost. And the bat falls in love with you. Not a problem. It's finished a bunch of the map. So I'm just going up, and there's that little hallway in the upper left that I need to get to. Axel, don't side-eye me. Goofy dog. So we're going that way. Kind of the long way, just to get my ghost friend here some experience. So up through the cathedral and the alchemist lab and all that fun stuff. Okay. No, I'm not taking the dagger. Well, this, actually, I did get a new fairy friend, but this is a ghost. In fact, I'll show you all the familiars I now have. We have the bat, the ghost, fairy with an IE, fairy with a Y, demon, nose demon, and sword. So, eventually, all of these can get to level 99. That takes a long time. But, and there goes Squeaky Dog. When we get done with what I'm doing right now, the location I'm going to, I want to try the fairy thing again. Because I tried earlier, and apparently I had the wrong fairy. I have a very silly dog in front of me right now. Laying on his back, wagging his tail. You know I can't rub your tummy right now. I'm in the middle of something. Yes, I know I could just fly with the bat through all this. Well, that was weird. As soon as High Axel came up, he turned and looked at the television. I have strange animals. Okay, back up to the bell towers we go. Okay, so that's... Oh, hello! Well, family's all here. Nice. Okay, so I got a few new weapons and armor and everything. So right now I'm using a firebrand. And thank you very much, Aaron, for the follow. But since these things spit fire, I'm going to switch over and use the ice brand. And see if that does any more damage to them. Apparently not. Hey, I didn't mean to hit that button. And there we go. Alright, this is the fun one. Gotta jump over that. That can ruin your day real quick. Alright, over to the bell towers. And we'll go up to that... Oh, wait. No, not Coliseum. Not down, up. Now I'll kill this thing again. Gets you the XP. There we go. Oh, you want some, do you? You know, Axel, staring at me is not going to make me finish any quicker. Just like when I'm cooking dinner. Get him, Ghost. I didn't stick with it. Alright, can you get him now? Nice. Now, I'm not entirely sure if when the ghost or the bat or anyone actually kills something, if they get more XP for it. Okay, so I couldn't get here before because of these spikes. Well, I went down into the catacombs, and I got myself a nice new set of armor called Spike Breaker. Guess what it does? It breaks spikes. Alright, story time.
Alucard, have you seen Richter?
There is a Belmont here. You were right about that.
I knew it! Where is he?
The one I saw was with the enemy. He called himself the Lord of this castle.
What? That's impossible! You're wrong! I have to go.
Can't stay in for a full conversation, can you? Oh, we have another ring. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the other fairy. That one, with a Y. And can I? Yes. Alright. So, I don't know how long this is going to take, but eventually she is going to sit on my shoulder, and we're going to do something. Hey, Dana. I tried this with the other one earlier, and all she did was sit there and kick her feet. Which is, you know, interesting in itself. Here we go. And really the only difference between these two is the spelling and the color of the outfit they wear. Other than that, they do the exact same thing, except for this bit right here. Hey, Dana. I don't remember if Alucard has to fall asleep first or what. Which he will, if he sits in a chair too long, he falls asleep. He's not a young man anymore, you know. There, she's kicking her feet. I guess she's a little bored. Alright, he's asleep. Kind of weird having the clouds go below you in a castle. I know it's going to do something eventually. Alright, I'm gonna break my rule here. Okay. She has to be a certain level first. Alright, never mind. I woke her up. Okay, so she needs to be at least level 5 before she does it. Now, I know it wasn't the other fairy, because she was level 6 when I tried it. So, let's get... Hang on. Where is she? Okay, so the ghost and the demon are the ones I need to level, but we'll get the fairy leveled up. See if we can do that. And luckily, the spikes remain broken over here. Okay, now that I don't need the spike breaker on anymore, we're going to go back to our diamond plate. And where are we? Alright. So we have essentially all of the castle filled in, all the map filled in. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the castle keep, I'm going to save, and then I'm going to go and do the first ending.
Dark Metamorphosis.
Axe or nothing.
Dark Metamorphosis.
Nice how they hang just at the right level. Hello, Damien. Welcome in. Alright, so we're heading to the castle keep here. We're do, I want to say there are 4 endings. This is the first one. That I'm gonna be doing now. Save point around here somewhere. Alright, now we're gonna go and visit Richter Belmont. I can't roll my R's. You'd think someone who took Spanish in high school would be able to, but I can't. So, as far as the stuff he wields. So, we'll try this configuration.
I've been waiting for you.
Richter, why would a Belmont ever plan to resurrect Count Dracula?
Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine, and then we're finished. Forgotten. If I bring him back now, the battle can last for eternity. Such power! My greatest attack!
What?
It's over, Belmont.
So, the war between humans and vampires finally ends here. What need for the shepherd when the wolves have all gone, huh? My time. It's over now.
PlayStation 1 graphics. Wonderful, aren't they? Alright, so we defeated Richter Belmont, who had resurrected Castlevania, thus ending the threat. And therefore the castle disappeared.
Mankind knows
Yes.
little but war and desperation. What other way of life did Belmont know? He and Father chose the same path. Farewell, homeland. I shall never see your beauty again.
Alright, so that... like I said, that is the first ending. And I don't think there's a way for me to get through this. So we'll just let it play while I get a drink. PS button because that might just end the stream. But like I said, there's multiple endings, and once this is done, it should take us back to the file screen where we can load back in to where we last saved, and then go about our business. And I'm not gonna. Should I? I might do the second ending tonight. I don't know. We shall see. Depends how long these are. And all these people do a great job. Gotta say, Game's almost 30 years old. I still have a great time playing it. Still, you know, some lovely Easter eggs in here. Skip this. Well, maybe the special thanks will be the end of it. And again. Of course, the dog wants more ice. Okay, so that should bring us back to where we can load back in. Now, technically, we have a 100% game here. 98%. Okay. So we'll load back in. And now you'll notice, still haven't been up there yet. Okay. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the... I keep wanting to call it the clock tower. It's the clock room, not the clock tower. Nope, wrong one. Because the clock tower is the upper right. The clock room is in the center of the whole thing. We're going to shortcut it. Oops, yes. Because this will allow us to drop right down into that room. And we're getting the fairy some experience while we're at it. The hardest thing is getting the two fairies experience, because you have to do all the work. The others, you can actually, there's a cheat where you can stand and the zombies just keep showing up, and the other ones, they attack on their own. Okay. So now, we have these two rings. The silver ring says, in room. The gold ring says, wear clock. So we go out, we come back. And a new area has opened. And I'm going to put back on everything I had before, because that's the only thing those two do. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the metal. Geronimo. And you know I gotta save. Now, there is something that they added to this. I think it's for the PS4 version. Quick save. Never use it. And on the other side... And now... Take the gear down. Now, we're in a whole new area of the map. And this is me just filling the map in, because I'm anal that way.
Alucard?
That voice. Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He is under someone else's control. We can't hurt him, whatever we do.
But he must be stopped.
Yes, but can you? Then for all our sakes, show me that you will.
The heck? Okay. I'm going to equip something here. Cat's Eye Circlet. Which, yeah, it's going to reduce my defense, but she keeps throwing cats at me. Hey, that's not working. What's going on here?
You're stronger than I am. You can save Richter. Will you? Please?
I can't promise that, but I will stop him.
If it must be that way. Here. I found these. Take them.
And these are?
If you wear them, you can see beyond illusions.
Thank you. I go to find Richter. Stay and pray for him.
Alright, so she just gave me holy glasses. Sees beyond magical curses. So my defense goes down by 1, but my intelligence goes up by 1. Might as well put them on now. Elevator doesn't really do much if it only goes down to here, does it? Alright. So we're over here. Yeah, the easiest thing to do is go just basically teleport back up. Now I just gotta wait for the minute to change, and then this will open. There we go. Teleport back up to the keep, and then we can do... Actually, we should be able to do ending number 2, go through the credits, and then come back for another round. Alright, before I do this, though, I'm going to re-equip to the holy stuff. No. That. There. That way I'm set. Now, when I go back up here, this time you're going to notice something different about Richter. And that's why this is a different ending.
I've been waiting for you.
Here we go again.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning to resurrect Count Dracula?
Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine, and then we're finished. Forgotten. If I bring him back now, the battle can last for eternity.
You have lost your way. So be it, Vampire Hunter. Let your battle begin with me.
Alright, see that green orb up there? Alright, I'm not going to touch that.
Such power! My greatest attack!
I'm just gonna concentrate on defeating Richter again.
It's
That's interesting.
over,
Pause screen.
Belmont.
So, the war between humans and vampires finally ends here. What need for the shepherd when the wolves have all gone, huh? My time. It's over now.
And now this is going to do the same thing again, ending with Castlevania being wiped from the map. But this time it's Alucard and
So
Maria.
you made it.
Alucard! Where's Richter?
I'm sorry.
Thank you for stopping him. This must have been his fate somehow.
Are your travels over then?
No, not until I learn what brought him here, what made him.
I understand. Heaven guide you, Maria. Farewell.
Goodbye, Alucard. Heaven guide you too.
And now we have the credits again. And while these are playing, I am going to go use the restroom. Enjoy the music. So when these are over, again, we're going to go through the same thing, except this time we're going to attack that floating ball up above Richter. And that's going to do something else again. After that, I think it's going to be it for the night, because I have two dogs staring at me, telling me they want their Kongs. Okay, back to the Konami screen. And now we have 99... Oh, it's almost an hour and a half late, actually. Now we have 99.5% of the map complete. Now, we could have done 100 if we had gone in and started the fight with Richter and then library carded out. Okay, so now, like I said, we're going to go and fight. We're not going to hurt Richter this time, if we can avoid it. But we're going to go after that ball that has appeared now that we have the holy glasses on.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning to resurrect Count Dracula?
Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine.
And when I'm finally done with this game...
Forgotten. If I bring him back
because
now, the battle can last
the way
for
I
eternity.
got this was...
You have lost your way.
As a pair. It was...
So be it, Vampire Hunter.
This one
Let your battle begin with me.
Rondo of Blood. So I think that'll be a nice follow-up to this. Alright, Richter, you're not helping me save you here.
How inconvenient. But we've only just begun. The Master's ascension is at hand.
And now things get weird.
No! What have I done?
You saved him, Alucard. Thank you so much.
Alucard? The Alucard? You can't be. That was over 300 years ago.
Never mind that. Is the man who controlled you in that castle?
Yes, I think so.
Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
Now we see what's on the other side over here. There's now an exact duplicate of Castlevania, but it is upside down and has a whole lot tougher enemies. So, I'm not going to be doing that just now. Seriously. There. Had to finish that part of the map. still here? So I'm going to go back to the save point, save again, and then that's going to be it for this evening. I thought I missed it. All right. I was talking about Richter and Maria, by the way. Okay, so we got the first two endings. We got 100% on this castle map. What is the fairy at right now, anyway? She's level 3. Not bad. Okay. So maybe next time and get her up to level 5 and do the whole fairy song thing. But I think that's going to be it. And I don't know if I can actually do a raid or not. Depends. I have no idea who's on. Let's see. Well, I can try it. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to be it. See you next time.